Well, Leo, Sun, Scorpio Moons, welcome to your 2020 Sun Moon reading. Keep in mind when you view it is when you were meant to see it. It does not matter the time of year. I'm doing these in order of requests in the comments. Be sure to post yours up, and while you're waiting for yours to be done, go check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings that are still in my playlist. First portion of this reading, we will go over the traits of your Sun Moon combination. I'll lay out the main cards. We'll take a quick look at your 2020. The second portion will be the link below to your link below to the Vimeo reading, where you'll have a deeper interpretation of the cards in addition to clarifiers. I'll be dividing the year up into 4 different sectors. So let's talk about your traits of your Sun Moon combination as a Leo Sun Scorpio Moon. So one of the things about you is you really like to get into the ring with people, meaning you like a good battle, you like a good fight, you like to mix it up. If there isn't a competitive nature to it, you kind of feel a little bit let down, okay? Because you guys are you're playful, but you're also determined. You're very motivated, and you like to win, okay? Don't lie, because you do with this combination. The thing is, you kind of like come up with enemies, but enemies are kind of made up in your mind. They don't really exist. It's sort of, I'm trying to think of like how to say this, like it's not necessarily that the world's out to get you, but you do kind of feel like you take everybody on as in a competitive nature instead of kind of, opening up to them. You do tend to be very secretive. You like to, and this is because you like to protect yourselves. You're very intense as a Leo. That comes from your Scorpio Moon. You usually are a little bit more serious. You don't like people making jokes or, any joke about you or anything like that, or you feel like people are laughing at you instead of you're laughing with them, is not taken kindly. And that kind of affects your Leo aspect of you, where you do not like getting, criticized or put down, or people are not treating you with respect. So that's definitely going to kind of get your goat. You usually have a plan for life, and you do follow it because you have an aggressive nature about you. You have purpose to you, pretty much in everything that you do. You do erect walls around yourself, and that is to protect yourself. You like comfort, you like control, you like security, you like material possessions, anything that's sensual, okay? And you will work for them. So nothing's going to kind of hold you back after you kind of decide that you want someone in the romance department, or you want a certain type of career. You go after your aims, and you go after them very self-assured and with tons of willpower, okay? Fortitude and determination, again, sense of purpose, exists in both of your signs that you have, because they're both fixed signs. Sometimes, however, though, you can be a little bit stubborn and a little inflexible. It's hard for you to be tolerant of other people's opinions or other people's views. You are very independent, but sometimes if your pride gets hurt, out comes that Leo roar, and you get irritated, you get very aggressive. What else? Finance and management, you'd be good at money matters and business. So anything in business associated with finances, money, you're probably going to do well. Also, if you throw a little competition in there, then hey, all the better. You guys will do really well at that. You do get a lot of creativity from your Scorpio, but your Leo's also creative. So there's a creative combination here. You could go into something more in the creative business field, so to speak. Maybe like, off the top of my head, it could be like, advertising, like graphic design advertising, something like that incorporates business along with creativity. Instant gratification is very important to you. It doesn't matter whether it's climbing the corporate ladder in your career or who you're going to hook up with next. I'm not going to lie. That's how it is. And when there's so much going on sometimes in your life, it's hard for you to find an outlet for your creative talents. So you might want to try to work on the 2 things you want to work on in 2020 is 1, finding an outlet for your creative talents, 2, being a little more tolerant of other people's opinions and what they have to say, okay? So Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Leo, Sun, Scorpio, Moons? For the year 2020, what do you see? What do they need to know to reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to the divine? Any messages that you have for Leo, Sun, Scorpio, Moons for 2020 would be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. Can you please show us January, February, March? For Leo, Sun, Scorpio, Moons, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Can you please show us April, May, June? Leo, Sun, Scorpio, Moons, you have the Knight of Wands in the upright. Also, I'd like to mention I'm on the Instant Go app. If you have a question, I will answer within 24 hours. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Insta. Consider a personal reading if this resonates, of course. Knight of Cups in reverse for the period of July, August, September. And then if you could like, share, subscribe, consider a donation. I have a donation link below. Toss me a few pennies for my efforts. Every little bit helps. Three of Wands in the upright for October, November, December. Okay, so we're starting off the beginning of the year. For some of you, it could just kind of seem like everything's chaotic. You can't kind of nail anything down. It's all up in the air. The Knight of Swords can be super disorganized, feeling, a lot of confusion, a lot of scattered energy, not being able to do anything about it. To me, it's just like a tornado kind of whirling around you with all these papers in it. You can't grab any of the papers or anything like that. This is not the case, and we'll find this out as I pull clarifiers in the second portion of this video. This is an individual you're dealing with who's very good at talking a really good game. Usually they're dishonest, they have lack of follow-through, or they have a habit of stirring things up just like a tornado does. And then when you kind of point it out or let them know they're doing this, they're like, wait, what? I didn't have anything to do with that. They don't want any accountability or anything for having caused what they did. So could be you experiencing a situation or a person. We get into April, May, June. We have the Knight of Wands. Very action-oriented is the Knight of Wands. He kind of comes up with an idea. What's the saying that I always use? He sees, then he does, okay? He doesn't worry about fear. He doesn't worry about anything like that. Be careful, because the Knight of Wands is also known for being very hasty. He can also be hasty in the love department. He could rule, because you guys do have a strong sex drive, and some of you might want to check what your Venus is in too for this combination. But you guys are in love with being in love, and then you have your Scorpio aspect. You love having sex, so that combination can get you into some situations in the romantic department where flirting and whatnot kind of gets pushed sort of over the edge. One night stand, something you kind of get into and it's really thrilling at the time, but it doesn't have longevity to it. So that's an either or there. July, August, September, this is why I'm thinking that it might be more in the romance department or in the love department or in the sex department, because we have and it doesn't have to be, but we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, which ends up disappointment in regards to a relationship or connection we have with somebody. Usually it's because the person isn't emotionally available. They have intimacy issues. They don't want to commit. Definitely not a person that likes to stick around. And on top of that, they usually blame other people for what they've done. Anything they can do to circumvent any kind of ownership or anything like that. Could be the same individual that you were dealing with in the beginning of the year. That's very possible. But whatever it is, it ends up in disappointment. Second aspect to this is that it could be the idea that you came up with that you thought was going to work out great. You didn't kind of follow through with the details, and then it ends in disappointment in July, August, September. Three of Wands in October, November, December has you, and I think because of 3/4 of the year, what has happened, and learning from that experience, considering other opportunities that are out there. Now, the Three of Wands calls upon you to expand your horizons, think bigger, see what's out there. How can you bring opportunities to you, ideas? How can you get in a better paying bracket? Some of you might be considering travel. Some of you people might be considering dating people that you've never dated before. And the Three of Wands is not a action-oriented card for me. It's just surveying the land and kind of seeing what's out there and what direction you're actually thinking about going. Maybe even communication, putting some communications out there to get a better idea of what is out there. And I feel like you're broadening your view because of what happened here, this experience, so you know that you need a new direction, okay? So if this resonates, consider a personal reading and/or click on the link below, which will take you to the Vimeo reading where I'll pull clarifiers on this and we'll go a little bit deeper. Otherwise, check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings in my playlists. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Like, share, subscribe, and/or hit the donation link below. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Good luck to you. Bye.